Have you ever wondered what daily habits shaped the extraordinary journey of the first American Pope? He wasn't born into privilege. He didn't seek power or glory. Yet, through simple, consistent habits, Robert Francis Prevost transformed his life, and eventually, the lives of millions. From quiet moments of morning prayer to humble breakfasts shared in community, from joyful tennis matches under the setting sun to late-night reflections by candlelight, his days were a testament that greatness isn't forged in grand gestures. It's built in the small, silent moments. Repeated point fives every single day. So what if you started today? What if one small habit could change your entire story? Stay with me as we uncover the 5 mindset shifts and daily habits that made Pope Leo XIV truly unstoppable. Habit number 1, morning prayer and reflection. Every great day doesn't start with emails or schedules or to-do lists. It starts with silence, with stillness, with something higher than yourself. For Pope Leo XIV, each morning began not with grand decisions, but with a humble bow of his head and a whispered prayer, long before the world demanded his attention. In the soft glow of dawn, while the world still slept, he sat alone, in a small chapel bathed in stained glass light. No cameras, no headlines, no distractions, just a man and his God. In that quiet space, he asked the simplest of questions. Am I living today with purpose? Am I leading with love? He didn't pray for power. He didn't pray for success. He prayed for clarity, for humility, for the strength to choose what is right over what is easy. And with each sunrise, he found himself renewed, not by the weight of responsibility, but by the freedom, of surrender. So I ask you, before the rush of the day begins, before you check your phone, before the noise takes over, will you pause? Will you breathe? Will you ask yourself, what truly matters today? Habit number 2, community breakfast. They say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And Pope Leo XIV understood this in the most beautiful, simple way. Every morning, after his quiet prayer, he didn't retreat into isolation. He didn't sit alone behind guarded doors. Instead, he walked to a modest dining room and shared breakfast with his brothers in faith. No titles, no formalities, just warm bread and honest conversation. They laughed. They shared stories from the day before. Sometimes, they sat quietly, simply enjoying each other's presence. To him, these moments weren't just a meal. They were a practice of connection, of humility, of remembering that leadership starts with fellowship. Because before you can lead millions, you must first learn to break bread with the few people right beside you. So today, I invite you, slow down. Make time for that morning coffee with someone you care about. Look them in the eyes and really listen. Because in those quiet moments, over coffee or a simple meal, we often find the greatest lessons in life and leadership. Habit number 3, commitment to physical activity. In a life filled with duties, endless meetings, and heavy decisions, you might expect rest to be his refuge. But for Pope Leo XIV, movement was medicine. Despite the weight of his position, he made time, every week, for something beautifully simple: a tennis match, a quiet afternoon on a humble court, or the familiar crack of a baseball bat, a reminder of home and childhood dreams. He wasn't playing to win. He wasn't there to impress. He was there to reconnect, to feel the earth beneath his feet, to hear his own breath steady as the game went on, to remind himself that even the greatest minds need strong bodies to carry them. Because here's the truth: when you care for your body, you sharpen your mind. When you move, you free yourself from the invisible chains of stress. So let me ask you, when was the last time you moved just for the joy of it? Not to burn calories, not to chase a number on a scale, but simply to feel alive. Today, take a walk, pick up that dusty tennis racket, dance alone in your living room, because every step, every swing, every heartbeat is a reminder that you are still here, still breathing, and still capable of joy. Habit number 4, evening learning and reflection. When the world grew quiet and the golden sun dipped below the horizon, most people would close the book on their day. But not Pope Leo XIV. For him, evenings were sacred, a time not to escape from life's demands, but to dive deeper into his own soul. In a small, dimly lit study, surrounded by shelves of worn, treasured books, he would light a single candle and open the pages of wisdom. The words of saints, the philosophies of great thinkers, the quiet reflections of those who came before him. And as the flame flickered gently, he asked himself, what did I learn today? Did I speak with kindness? Did I lead with humility? No harsh judgments, no heavy regrets, just honest reflection. And a quiet promise to do a little better tomorrow. Because he believed every day holds a lesson, and wisdom is found not in grand achievements, but in the small moments we choose to examine. So tonight, before you close your eyes, ask yourself gently, what did this day teach you? And tomorrow, will you rise just a little wiser than today? Because in the end, a life well lived is simply a collection of days well reflected. Habit number 5, practicing humility in leadership. Pause, point 5. What does true leadership really look like? Is it power or prestige, a grand title or endless applause? For Pope Leo XIV, leadership was none of these. It wasn't about standing above others, it was about standing with them. Though he held one of the highest positions in the world, he never let the weight of the title and point 5s outweigh the simplicity of service. He would often walk, unannounced, into the crowded streets, sit with children in humble community gardens, and roll up his sleeves to plant hope, one small seed at a time. No cameras, no ceremonies, just real moments of shared humanity. He believed that to lead people, you must first understand their struggles. To guide them forward, you must first walk beside them. So ask yourself, in the quiet moments of your own leadership, are you sitting high, above those you lead? Or are you sitting with them in their stories, their struggles, and their hopes? Because true leadership is not a crown you wear, it's a burden and a blessing you choose to carry with grace. And often, the greatest leaders are the ones most willing to kneel. And now, we return to where it all began. Not in grand cathedrals, not under the blinding lights of fame, but in the quiet, simple moments of each day. Pope Leo XIV didn't change the world overnight. He didn't wait for perfect circumstances. He chose one small habit at a time. A morning prayer, a shared meal, a joyful game under the setting sun, a quiet moment of reflection by candlelight, and a heart that always led with humility. And you don't need a title, you don't need a grand stage, you just need this moment, this one breath, and the courage to begin. So I ask you now, gently but firmly, what will be your habit? Will you start tomorrow with stillness, or reach out to someone you've been distant from? Will you move your body simply to feel alive, or end your day by asking, did I live today with purpose? One habit, one quiet decision, repeated again and again. That is how legacies are built. That is how ordinary lives, PowerPoint 5s, become extraordinary stories. If this message found you at the right moment, don't let it pass quietly. Click like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a gentle reminder that greatness begins in the smallest of moments. Your journey starts now.